let us formulate the LPP. So what we got from the question, that the question is how many bags of each brand P and Q to be used. So we don't know how many bags of P and how many bags of Q should be used so that we can achieve the objective, which is to minimize the cost. Cost is represented by this column. So as we don't know the number of bags to be used, so let us say that let X number of bags of brand P is to be used and Y be the number of bags of brand Q that we are going to use. Okay, now the very first thing that we will do is objective. First we will write the objective function. So objective, as it is mentioned, our objective is to minimize the cost. Okay, now the cost, it comes from the cost of bag P plus the cost of bag Q, because we are talking about the total cost. So we have cost from bag P and cost of bag Q. Now what is given in this column, in the cost column? Cost column, it is mentioned that one bag of brand P cost 250. So one bag of P, brand P, cost 250. How many bags we are going to purchase? X. So X bags of P will cost 250 times X. How do we get the 250 times X? Because if one bag costs 250, two bags, okay, let's do it in this way. Let's say if it is 2 bags, then how much will be the cost? If 2 bags, we are going to buy 2 bags of brand P. So what will be the cost? 250 times 2, that is 500. Similarly, if it is 3 bags, it will be 250 times 3, which is equal to 750, and so on. So now as we are going to buy X bags, so what we will write? We will write X bags of brand P will cost 250 multiplied by X. So 250X. Similarly, let's talk about Q. The cost of one bag of bag Q, brand Q, is 200. So let's write it down. One bag of brand Q cost 200. So can we write directly, as we are going to use Y bags of brand Q? So Y bags of brand Q will cost 200 Y. So let's write down the total cost. The total cost is, we are using this formula here, cost of bag P plus cost of bag Q. What is the cost of bag P? The cost of bag P is, the cost for bag P is 250, and for bag Q 200 Y. So it will become now here 250X plus 200 Y. Now what is the objective here? To minimize the cost. So our objective function becomes minimize the cost, which is 250X plus 200Y. Now we have a standard notation for representing the objective function. We use capital Z to represent the objective function. So this is our objective function, and by this we have already used these entries in the simplex table, from the table. So once we finished with one column of a table, we are not going to use it again.